All right, good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League Wednesday Night Warrior Series Big Block Modifieds at Lanier, round number 13 of the season. Getting close to the end, winding this thing down. About 16 drivers checked in for tonight's race. These guys out here working the track in. Just getting ready to let race control know that they can go live whenever they are ready. We missed our invocation and our national anthem tonight as we're getting a little bit of a late start. Last second deal, drivers had a deal made that if enough of them showed up, we broadcast the race for them tonight. So they are just going to run a few laps here, get us going, but they were already in the show, and we're joining them a little late. Sorry for the typos in the title, too. I thought we had already changed that since I was trying to do it in a hurry. I may have missed a step, but going to be a good show. These guys having a lot of fun. Your points leader in the series right now, right there in the 13 car, Mr. Cody Kelly, the Owasso, Oklahoma driver. Took over the points lead about 3 weeks ago and has not relinquished it yet, but Jacob Fields is about 90 markers back. Like I said, we still got about 3 races to go here, so anything possible, but all Mr. Kelly has to do, I think, is podium the rest of the way out, and I think he'll be good to pick up his first championship here in the series. Justin Sick, Shane James in the house tonight. Been a while since we've seen the 1J on the track. William Evans, Jacob Schmutz, Larry Moody, Reed Rundle. Michael Meek in the house. All right, warm-up session about to end. These guys go straight to heat races. Random draw for your heat races in this series.
All right, man. Practice.
Murtaugh, I'm not exactly sure. I think Boyd missed because he's moving from one house to another, but I am not 100% sure. Be running our commercials and all of our stuff as we start to go through the night. But let's run through the Tim Sims starting line for heat race number 1 on the pole. The 007 Jacob Fields on his outside. The 711 of William Evans. Your second row on the inside. The Stacy's BSB Jerry's MRB number 1 out of Junction City, Kansas, Jacob Schmutz. And on his outside, the 15 car of Colby Collins. Your third row on the inside, the RacingBoys.com Garrett Halsey Racing number 88. Out of Lone Jack, Missouri, Garrett Halsey, and on the outside of him, the Superior Builders Beware Racing, number 17 of Buddy Ware out of Iola, Kansas. Fourth row on the inside, your points leader starting P7 tonight. Grand Garage, GB Designs, BGI Sim Sports, number 13 out of Owasso, Oklahoma, of Cody Kelly. And to his outside, his teammate from Tahlequah, Oklahoma, Colby Cooper. And starting shotgun on the field in the back, the Edge Race Designs Royal Sim Sports number 21. He's out of Moore, Oklahoma, Michael Meek. Nine cars. Everybody going to the feature. All 9 will go to the feature. Short 8-lap heat races. 40 laps scheduled for the A main tonight. Be a short warm-up session between the 2 heat races, and we will get right to the action. But the guy chasing your points leader, starting on the pole in heat race number 1, Fields. Good advantage. Going to have a good starting spot in the night's A main. If he can keep that 007 out front, green flag in the air. And Fields going to waste no time getting straight to it. Through 1 and 2, William Evans in tow behind. Then Schmutz working his way on the outside, almost in the middle of the track right there, beside Garrett Halsey. Your points leader in behind that, the 13 car. Cody Kelly up to 5th. Colby Collins on the outside trying to make that high side, the momentum line work a little. Finds the outside fence. Collins going to turn that one upside down.
man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Yep, Michael Meek was coming up behind him, and he just didn't get that car out of the way quick enough, so we'll have a field bunching caution here. Colby Collins will have to wait and start pretty much at the back of the A main tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Like, share, follow on the Facebook page. Come over to the Dirt Racing Network. Do that. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, hit that subscribe button. The drivers will get lined to back up. Should go double file. And they may not, because in the heat races it's under 5 laps. They will go single file, so they will probably single file this out right here. Nope. Going to let them go double file because we still have 5 to go. If it's inside 5, then we single them out. Getting ready to go green right here. Turn 4. Resume heat race number 1. 5 laps. Fields, Evans, Halsey, Schmutz, the top 4.
Green, green, green.
Car around, Garrett Halsey. Garrett Halsey got turned around back here, turns 1 and 2. Let's go see what happens. Is out right after the restart down turn 1. Got Cody Kelly in behind him. Looks like he got a pretty good start. Ooh, Kelly poked his nose on the inside and put the right front into the left rear. And your points leader once again moving his way to the back of the field. So he's going to put himself in a box for tonight's A main. If he does not improve too many positions, he'll be starting very far back, and the guy giving chase in the points is probably going to start real close to the front, if not on the pole tonight. Colby Collins going around the field. Getting ready to go. So Fields, Evans, Schmutz, and Cooper now. The top 4. Single file on the restart.
Green, green, green.
Cooper with a quick move to the inside. Down there on the front stretch. Battles for third right now. Cooper's on the inside. Schmutz on the high side. Cooper trying to slide the 9 car across. Ooh, slides it up into the right for the left front on Schmutz's car. Put him in third. Schmutz keeps it facing forward. Here comes Michael Meek. Meek started at the back. Got kind of lucky because he was way behind on the end of the first lap. He's caught up. He's going to battle here for fourth, but he's got Halsey looking to the inside. White flag in the air. Still Fields in front of Evans. Cooper is third. Checkered flag, heat race number 1. Fields will win it, then Evans, Cooper, Schmutz, Meek, Halsey, Ware, Kelly, and Collins will get ready for heat race number 2. All right, heat race number 2. Grid out on the front stretch. The Tim Sims starting lineup looks like this. The over-the-wall photography. That was up Sims Sport number 72 out of Milford, Ohio. Jeff Stewart on the pole. And on his outside, the Buddies Racing Equipment TDC race team number 43 from Oxford, Michigan of Reed Rundle. Second row on the inside, the GB Designs Grand Garage BGI Sim Sport number 86 out of Enid, Oklahoma, Mason Leon. And your fourth place starter not going to make the field. Inside of row number 3, the Karen's Custard and Hamburgers, HRE Motorsports number 56 out of Nashville, Tennessee of Brad Dyer. And to the outside of him, that 1J of Shane James. Fourth row on the inside, the firm Apex Ryco Motorsports, number 05 from Naples, New York, with Justin Sixon on his outside. The Cadillac man out of Albany, New York. He drives the 110, Kevin Hanley. Starting on the back, the Force and Wiggy I-55 Lures UDSRA, number 73 from St. Louis, Missouri, of Larry Moody. And that will round out your field. 8 cars. Hey, everybody going to the feature. For whatever reason tonight, no paint on the 72 car. New body being hung on that car maybe, and he decided race night was too important to miss. I don't really know, but Mr. Stewart has, well, I don't know what's on that car, but that is not a paint job. Whatever it is, that is not a paint job. Yeah, that's, I don't know what that is. But he's going to start it on the pole. We're going to go green out of 4 final heat race.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. Side by side start for the front row, and Rundle's got the top side. Can he get the momentum out of 2, take the lead down the backstretch? Nothing doing. Stewart able to hang on the bottom. Can Stewart lead lap 1? He does so on the inside. Here comes Mason Leon, the 86 car. Down against the inside fence. And then Shane James, the 1J, right on his outside. So they're 2 wide, 3 deep. Your front 6, side by side by side, 3 wide almost down the front stretch. Rundle not giving up on that top side. Needs that to start getting the momentum and getting that thing wound up. He is going to get around Stewart. Jeff Stewart hanging on. Good line from Stewart. Able to keep it right down there, left rear on that sticky stuff on the bottom. Leon, James, Rundle, now Hanley, Dyer, Sick, all in the mix. 7 cars, look like a rush hour out here. Oh, a little bump and grind right there. Hanley got out of shape, got into the back of James. They are side by side behind Stewart. Has asserted himself to the lead. 2 to go this time. Rundle off the top side, Leon on the bottom. Then it's Sick on the inside and James up top. Dyer inside, Hanley on the outside. Still the top 7 under a blanket. Way to the outside, Rundle going to give up second, going to get a run for third. White flag in the air, 3 wide that time for third place. Stewart, Leon, now Rundle clears everybody. He's into third. Sick and James side by side. Hanley got in the back of James again. Checkered flag for Jeff Stewart. Then it's Leon, Rundle, Sick, Hanley, Dyer, Moody, and Shane James coming across. So, couple of minutes of the warm-up. We're going to pay a couple of bills. We'll be right back.
the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Alrighty, folks, back to it. A little bit of warm-up going on. Just waiting for this little pre-feature warm-up session to wind down. Drivers to clear the track. We'll get them all out there. 40 laps our distance tonight. Alrighty, time to go feature racing. 17 cars lining up out on the front stretch. We'll run through our starting lobby. Jacob Fields and Jeff Stewart in the front row. Your second row, William Evans and Mason Leon. Kobe Cooper and Reed Rundle in row number 3. Schmutz and Sick, row 4. Meek and Dyer in row 5. Halsey and Hanley, row 6. Row 7, Ware and Moody. Kelly and James in row 8. And then Colby Collins will start by himself on the back tonight. Just waiting for the cars to roll off. "40 laps. It is about it is almost 100 points separating first and second, and then it's a pretty good chunk back. Another about 55 back to third place. So really this is kind of a 2-horse race with about 3 or 4 races to go here. Drivers rolling them by. One more time around. We're going green out of 4 the next time, right about there. The message that the cars sound weird. I don't know what's going on with that. Got to be something to do with the OBS deal. Everything on my end sounds perfect. All right, pace truck about to drop off. Fields and Stewart off the front row. Then Evans and Leon. Cooper and Rundle.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag into the air. Racing underway. Take a peek in the middle. 3 wide for just a second as Meek got inside on Rundle and outside on Schmutz right there. Now they're almost 4 wide out of turn 4. They were 4 wide, nearly 5 wide. That can't last for long. And there's Brad Dyer getting pushed into the inside barrier. He's got the car rolling, but he has fallen all the way back and off the pace. Next caution, I expect to see that car down on pit road, getting a quick look at that left front suspension. Hopefully they can fix that, get him back out here and get him competitive. Right now it's Fields, Evans, Cooper, Schmutz, and Stewart, your top 5. Jeff Stewart starting outside the front row, falling back to 5th. Mason Leon behind that, Justin Sick, Michael Meek, Reed Rundle, and Shane James making up your top 10. The 1J there on the inside. And James always a threat. No matter where he starts in the field, always a throw. Maybe not right this second. William Evans trying to hang on to second. Jacob Fields 1.3 seconds out in front with 7 laps into this thing. They stay green. He's liable to lap the field. Colby Cooper hanging on to third right in front of Jacob Schmutz. And Cooper taking it out and brushing the fence. That slider line, both ends of the track, and taking that car up and parking it right against that fence there, right rear corner.
All right, man.
Caution on the speedway. Jeff Stewart's car backwards down here in turn number 3. A little bump with Meek. Got into the fence right there. Going to hang on to it down the backstretch. What happens to him? Oh, he clips the fence. Pretty much all of his own making. He'll have to go in and see if they can bend all that metal back out. Drivers do have one quick repair in this series, and if they can hustle in and hustle out, they can stay on the lead lap and get their cars repaired before they would go a lap down. Well, you can't do it doing that, but nonetheless, top 10 right now: Fields, Evans, Cooper, Schmutz, Sick, Leon, Meek, then Rundle, Hanley, and Collins, as Stewart fell out of that top 10. Still 32 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Evans closer now. 1.3 seconds was erased. Dyer got out just in front of these guys. Good racing right here at the front. Now everybody back close together. Fields, then Evans, Cooper, now Schmutz and Sick side by side. Leon and James side by side. Michael Meek, always quick. Right up in there, running in the 7th spot. Right next to Shane James. James on the inside fence. Oh, there we go. There's Jacob Schmutz, and Schmutz gonna go for a bit of a ride. So is Meek, but not the ride that Schmutz went for, and Schmutz needs to get rolled over. Oh, somebody needs to help and just bump him and roll him back on his wheels. Go back and see what happened down the backstretch. Cooper finds the fence. Schmutz finds the back of him. And he's going to tow it, bring it in. All right, everybody getting them lined up.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Fields immediately back to the front again. Evans and Cooper battling side by side. So are Sick and Leon. Justin Sick slides it all the way out to the fence. James cuts in, tried to make it 3 wide, did make it 3 wide, going into 1. Had Leon on the bottom, James in the middle, Sick up to the top. They're 3 wide again down the back stretch. No clean, clear-cut advantage. Now Shane James starting to assert himself. Clears Mason Leon, still 2 wide with Justin Sick. This a battle for 4th and 5th right here. Comes Shane James on the prowl. Now in behind William Evans, clears Justin Sick. 2 wide for 3 or 4 rows behind that. Oh, cars are round down here. Jeff Stewart's going to escape that. Cody Kelly. I think Kelly had the worst end of this deal here. Go back and see he's right behind Rundle. He's got Moody in behind him. Front stretch right here down into 1. This is where it all starts, right here. Oh, yeah, Moody got down in there a little bit hot. Got into the left rear corner. That collects Michael Meek and also collects Buddy Ware. Michael Meek having already, I think he maybe used his fast repair. That car damaged again. I think he decided to call it a night. Pulls the car out of the lineup. So Fields, Cooper, Evans, James Sick, Leon, Rundle, Hanley, Halsey, and Dyer. Brad Dyer back inside the top 10. After early issues with the inside fence down in turn 1. Quick trip through the infield there. Actually officially has scored 11th now after the updated 15 of 40 in the books. Ready for the restart.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back in the air. Look at them fan out down the front stretch. Fields on the inside. Cooper up top. That's William Evans. Staying down on the bottom right behind your leader. Down through turns 1 and 2. Up the backstretch. $17 completed this time, and now Fields goes to the top side. Now slider line for Fields. Cooper goes all top shelf this time. Top 4. Settled out single foul, Shane James. Into the 4th spot behind Evans. 2 wide behind that, Leon and Hanley battling for 5th. Slider from James. Got it to stick. Move Shane James into your top 3. That's dangerous for the 2 guys at the front. Cooper still giving chase to Field. Now Evans back with the battle on the inside for 3rd. He's got the bottom working. James has the top.
All right, man.
Caution on the speedway. I think Garrett Halsey around in turn 2. Let's see what happened to Garrett. Front of that car already missing. Got the nose piece off the car. Means he ran into the back of something. Or into the wall. Now gets the right rear into the fence. Gets turned around. Cody Kelly once again into this. And Halsey coming around. We'll see if he decides to cut it into the pits and try to get it fixed. He will. There goes Collins. Jacob Schmutz back on the track, joining the back of the field. Everybody's still on the lead lap. All 16 cars. Garrett Halsey, the last of those. Right at halfway. 19 to go this time. All right, green flag back in the air. Jacob Fields with a comfortable cushion, but here comes Shane James and Brad Dyer. Dyer making a charge after an early issue, making a charge through the field. He's battling for 3rd right now, side by side with Cooper. Down on the front stretch, Cooper with the advantage that time. Hanley side by side with Evans for 5th. Fields has his line picked out, and he is steadily running the slider line. Down in 3 and 4, staying up top in 1 and 2, and he's starting to stretch it out on James a little bit. Out to 6/10 now. They were about 4 car lengths apart 3 laps ago. Fields, James, Cooper. Dyer into 4th. Hanley now into 5th. Evans has fallen back. He's to 6th. Reed Rundle up to 7th. Then it's Stewart, Schmutz, and Leon. That's your top 10. Mason Leon, the 86 car on the top side, trying to work around Jacob Schmutz and Schmutz. Good run out of the middle, right through the slick stuff, and got a good bite going forward right there, out of 2. Battle starting to heat up for 4th. Dyer. Hanley battling for 4th, and they've caught Cooper. It's going to be a 3-car battle for the final podium spot. Fields down to the inside. 11 to go that time. Shane James keeps the 1J. Wound up on the top, comes out of 2. Fields just too much bite on the bottom, and he is really getting a launch down the front stretch and the back stretch. Running on the inside right there. James is starting to close the gap just a bit. 2/10 the last lap.
All right, man. Caution is
And
out.
caution
is out.
once again, this time possibly Jeff Stewart. See what happened to Jeff. In here at about 11th place, 10th place. In behind Leon. Oh, good. Oh, that happened in front of him. That was William Evans. William Evans started this whole thing. So let's see what happened here with Evans. Let's go back. Evans and Dyer. Cooper and, oh, it may have been in front of that. Cooper and Dyer got together, and that opened the floodgates. I saw that on the replay. So now we kind of have a better idea of exactly what happened. Evans going to roll it off pit road. Inside 10 to go, single file on the restarts. That puts Shane James at a slight, and I mean a slight disadvantage. Depends on where Fields is going to run, because Fields will get to start the race. Green flag back in the air. Fields got a good jump. James, slider line. Out of 2. Trying to close the gap, and Fields went top shelf, and it looks like he may be there for the rest of this one. Shane James trying to find something left in the track. Needs momentum, needs a faster line. There goes Fields back to the bottom after a couple of laps. Now James may go to the top, see if he can do something. Half a second with 6 to go.
All right, man. Caution is out.
And a
Caution
quick
is out.
caution. I'm not sure who this was for. Evans was a little ways behind. Yeah, this happened behind these guys. Oh, there it is right there. It was Garrett Halsey. Halsey found the fence again. And watch the black and red car right here. Down in 1 and 2, up to the top. He got a bunch of help on that one. He got some help. So we're going to be down to 6 to go. They hadn't completed the lap. We'll be down to 6 to go. Once again, a single file restart. Going to wrap this one up. Fields, James, Cooper, Schmutz, Kelly, your top 5. Cody Kelly trying to keep the points
Green flag, green
at
flag.
least somewhat close. Not give up a lot tonight, but the green flag back in the air. 6 laps remaining. Schmutz, Kelly, and Collins. Five to go right there. Shane James had the car on the inside down the front stretch. Can he get a run out of 2? Pull back alongside. Too much. Jacob Fields, and Fields is going top shelf to cover. James is going to cut it underneath. He's going to be there again. Showed him the nose of the car. Now down the backstretch. They're side by side. A lot closer this time. Can James do anything up top? Not this time. Going to come out of the middle side by side. Still Fields by about 2 feet. James off of 2 now, has the advantage down the backstretch into 3 dead even. This will be 2 to go. Can Shane James use the middle, steal the win? He's got the lead right there. Now James out in front by himself down the middle of the backstretch into 3 and 4, keeping that middle for himself. It's working for him. White flag in the air. Fields going to try to cut under out of 2. He's going to try to take the inside away. Doesn't quite get there. James to the top side. Fields on the bottom. Who will it be at the line? Jacob Fields picks up the win. 32 1,000ths with a great move. Shane James. Obviously displeased about the outcome of that, but he will come around. We'll get the top 3 to park them here on the front stretch for us. Drag them up into chat real quick. We'll get some interviews real fast. Oh, Jacob Fields had a little bit of an issue getting away right there. So we need to get James in here. Try to get him in between. Hey, he'll squeeze through right there. We'll get him parked right there. That will work just fine for us. We're always happy when the drivers help out. Let's bring these guys up here. Quick interviews tonight, and then we will get on to the next deal. The next deal is Monday night, July the 5th, double header. Sprints for Freedom 360s. Fixed setup in the first race, open setup in the second. Starts at 8 o'clock Eastern right here. That's our next set of shows. Let's get our third place driver in here. Colby Cooper, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right, third place run tonight. Tell us a little bit about your feature.
I pretty much just try to stay smooth, hit my marks, and just try to run these guys as hard as I can. It's a fun little racetrack. I like coming to this place.
Yeah, fun track. Usually a couple of lines open up. Looked like you guys were using them all 3 and 4 wide several times. They're little white knuckle racing for you.
Oh, absolutely, man. Throwing sliders and running the slider line, man, this place is just so fun to race at.
All right, man, give us some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you go celebrate a great run tonight.
I thank my wife, my daughter, BGI Sim Sport, Grand Garage, Fieldport Energy, and Beware Powerhouse.
All right, man, thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you next week, sir.
Thank you.
Third place driver, Colby Cooper. Let's talk to our second place driver, Mr. Shane James. Haven't seen this cat here in a while. And he comes in here, starts deep in the field, drives the 1J all the way to the front, had a shot at the win. Shane, tell us what was going on out there, man.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. The track was super slick, and just started reeling guys off and got up there in the top 5 with a couple cautions, during the race, and it closed the gap for me. And oh man, I thought I had it, and I think I made the wrong move by going high, and Jacob just took advantage and he got me. He led most of the race, and he pulled it off.
Well, we watched you run through the field, and when you got up there, you found something in the middle, and you got around him using that, and I was totally shocked that you got off that line on the last lap, man. What was the thought process there?
Well, yeah, I told Jacob the same thing. I got by him, and then I thought he had a run on below me, so I decided to roll high and try and keep my momentum. And yeah, that probably cost me.
Well, still a fantastic race. I'm sure you got plenty of shout-outs and thank yous before we let you get out of here. It was good to see you, man.
Yeah, thanks to my team, Cincy Speed, Team Friday, Karen's Custard and Hamburgers, Sim Gear Central, Brad Dyer with Karen's Custard and Hamburgers does a lot for me. And thanks to you putting on the league on. I know I haven't ran in a while, and me and Brad decided to run, and turned out to be a really great night.
Well, we look forward to seeing you back again to finish out maybe the season with us, man. Thanks for being here, and congratulations on a great run.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And, congrats to the other guys, top 3.
Your second place finisher, Mr. Shane James. And now this guy starting to pick up a lot of wins here. And he can't afford not to win. If he wants to chase down the points leader, he's going to pick up a few points tonight with Kelly finishing in the 6th spot. Jacob Fields, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
A great run, man. Last lap, last set of corners, you really had to do something to get back around James. And did you see what he was doing and then just kind of took that spot away from him? Tell us about that last lap for sure.
Oh, yeah, he made me work for it. I thought I could get it to work on the top, but it was pretty rough up there. And so 1 and 2 was decent, but he was still killing me in the middle. And I just kind of rode that momentum going into 3 and 4. And luckily he slid up, and I was barely able to get that, man. Heck of a race.
Yeah, well, you got to keep winning, and you got to get Mr. Kelly to have a few more rough nights. And he started deep in the field after an incident, so you'll pick up quite a few points with this fewer races. Yeah, how you feeling about your chances to come steal the championship in the last couple weeks?
Getting a little nervous. We're getting fast guys in here. All these guys are fast. It's just a matter of luck, really. It's going to be rough as far as just trying to be consistent, just because these guys are so fast.
Well, if it wasn't a challenge, it wouldn't be worth doing, in my opinion. Man, I'm sure you got some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you celebrate a great victory tonight.
Yeah, I got to thank the guys at D1RT and Showtime Graphics. And then I got to thank you for putting this on and for broadcasting. It's always fun to come in here and race and then get to watch it later.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on a great win, and we'll look forward to seeing you finish out the season, see if you can pull this thing off.
Thanks, man.
You're a winner tonight, Jacob Fields. Let's look at our results. Fields wins it. James was second. Colby Cooper in third. Then Jacob Schmutz, fourth. Collins was fifth. Cody Kelly, your points leader, in sixth. So he'll give up roughly 30 to 36 points right there. Got to go do the math on it, but that'll cut it down inside of 65. Brad Dyer, Justin 6th, 7th and 8th, 9th to Reed Rundle, 10th to Jeff Stewart, 11th was William Evans, 12th Kevin Handley, Larry Moody in 13th, Garrett Halsey 14th. Mason Handley finishes 15th tonight, 16th to Buddy Ware, and 17th to Michael Meek. So with about 3 races remaining, it's getting down to time. Their drop weeks will start to affect things, and Mr. James has no drop weeks as he missed a couple of weeks early in the season. Cody Kelly at least has 1 left that I remember, and so that will change the points a little bit. But Cody Kelly going to have to step it up. He's going to have them podium finishes if he's going to hang on for this championship. Great race tonight. Can't wait to see the guys next week back here. Don't forget on Monday night, doubleheader. Sprints for Freedom, 360 sprint cars at USA. All right, here, 8 o'clock Eastern. Should have Dominic Santina back on the mic. I hope he's back from his honeymoon by then. But we will cover the show nonetheless. Appreciate you guys tuning in once again. Like, share, follow us. Subscribe over on YouTube and Twitch. Until we see you guys the next time, for Dominic Santina and myself here at the Dirt Racing Network, everybody keep it dirty.